And a news break coming in, a massive fire broke out at the Bhalswa landfill site in North Delhi on Tuesday. Now, the fire department received information about the blaze at around 5:47 p.m., following which 10 fire tenders were also rushed to the spot. Also, according to officials, 13 fire tenders were at the site to douse the flames. Also, what we are told is that the Environment Minister Gopal Rai has asked the Delhi Pollution Board Committee to submit a report on the fire that broke out within 24 hours. So you can see the visuals on your screens as well, the fire at the Bhalswa landfill site in North Delhi. And this incident happened at around 5:47 p.m. on Tuesday, following which 10 fire tenders were also rushed to the spot to douse the flames. And now a report has been sought by Environment Minister Gopal Rai, where he's asked the Delhi Pollution Control Committee to submit a report on the incident within 24 hours. So you can see the visuals on your screens as well as a massive fire that broke out on the Bhalswa landfill site in North Delhi. The frequency of landfill fires has increased with the rise in temperature over the last few months. Also important to note here that it's the fourth land fire in a month. So situation there grim as the temperatures soar. There was a massive blaze and 10 fire tenders were also rushed to the spot to douse the flames. And we have my colleague Piyush joining us on the phone line. Piyush, we can see the visuals on our screens, the massive fire that broke out at the Bhalswa landfill site. We are told that a report has been sought by the Environment Minister because it's the fourth landfill fire in a month.
Well, what we are now learning is that there is a massive fire which has taken place wherein Bhalswa landfill and remember that the massive war of words have also taken place between BJP and Aam Aadmi Party over this. Around the 13 fire tenders were rushed there at the site to douse these flames. Now the Environment Minister Gopal Rai has also said that the Delhi Pollution Control Committee is going to submit its report on this entire case in coming few days. But now on this very case, massive war of words have also begun between Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. The fire has broken out yesterday there at the site, and as of now we are speaking, the fire has not come under control. We'll have to wait and watch how much time it is now going to take. Remember that it's not the first time that fire has broken out at such landfill sites. Earlier also there at Ghazipur, similar sort of fire had taken place, and at the time it's also both the parties had blamed each other for not fulfilling their promises those were made to the people. Now once again this fire has broken out there at Bhalswa landfill site. As of now there is no word coming in from both the parties. They are just blaming each other. The officials there are at the spot and they are trying their best to douse the flames. Around 13 fire tenders were rushed yesterday. We spoke to fire officers also, where they have confirmed that if needed, more officers would be sent there at the spot. We'll have to wait and watch how much time it is now going to take. As we are speaking, still the fire is there at Bhalswa landfill site.
Well, Piyush, if you could give us more details as to at what time the fire broke out, and even as the fire, like you're telling us, even as the fire raged, the fire is still raging as we talk. So help us understand the situation as of now in the area.
Well, if we currently look at the area and the current situation, if we talk about the current situation of the area, what we can see is that still fire is raging there. Officers are present there and they are trying their best to douse the flames. Not only of fire officers but also officers from the local authorities, from SDM office, even they have reached there to look into the current situation. So the current situation is that the fire still rages. The officers are saying that it might take a few more time to douse the flames there. Yesterday at around 7:30 p.m. the call was received by the fire department about the fire being broken out there at landfill site in Bhalswa. So all efforts are now being put forth by the officers to douse the flames. But the point is that for how long this situation will continue to take place. Every time when such incidents are reported, we see blame game takes place between Aam Aadmi Party and BJP. But at the end of the day, it's the people of Delhi who are at the receiving end. Aam Aadmi Party blames that it's the MCD which has to work on this. MCD says that they have not got the funds. Now, Delhi's Environment Minister Gopal Rai is saying that he has sought a report from Delhi Pollution Control Board on this, and after that they are going to take further actions in this very case. The politics on this case is also taking place because elections of MCD are also to take place in coming few months after delimitation process comes to an end. But the situation, if you talk about there at the Bhalswa landfill site, continues to be grim. People are facing a lot of problem. A lot of smoke is billowing out of that fire which has broken out there at landfill site. Still, the officers are trying their best to douse the flames. Around 13 fire attendants are there on the spot, and also senior officers from the local administration have also reached there at the spot.
Well, Piyush, just stay with us. Let's also listen into a reaction that's coming in on the situation that has unfolded in the last few hours.
ये 5:47-48 की कॉल मिली थी और ये बाईपास खत्ते मार्ग है। तो स्टार्टिंग में 2 गाड़ियां भेजी थी, तब फायर धुआं ज़्यादा था, फ्लेम नहीं थी। उसके बाद में जैसे ही हवा का स्पेस मिला और ओपन स्पेस है तो ये आग बढ़ी, फिर गाड़ियां और भेजी। उसके बाद में फिर आग बढ़ी और नीचे से गाड़ियां लगाते रहे, फिर ये हवा मिलने से ज़्यादा आग फैल गई थी। फिर इसको एक कैटेगरी है हमारे मेक 4, तो मेक 4 कैटेगरी का इसका वो दे दिया था। तो उसके बाद गाड़ियां यहाँ और एडिशनल टर्न आउट करवा के 12 गाड़ियां यहाँ मौके पे हैं। तो हमारा मेन फोकस है कि नीचे झुग्गियों की तरफ या रेजिडेंस की तरफ फायर ना फैले। तो उधर 2 ब्रांच उधर लगा रखी है, एक ये सर्विस रोड की तरफ लगा रखी है। और जब जैसे ही कूलिंग हो जाएगा तो फिर हमारे जवान ऊपर चढ़ के इसको जल्दी कूल डाउन कर रहे हैं। लेकिन एरिया बहुत ज़्यादा है तो मुसीबत हो रही है, ना प्रॉपर चढ़ पा रहे और ना नज़दीक जा पा रहे।
All right, Piyush, thanks for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you for more details on the same. Well, let's also take a quick look at all the stories that are making headlines across the country.